Hey guys, Alzrc. So I printed out some landing gear. It's kind of like stock landing gear for pretty much any helicopter. I mean, I cannot believe how these turned out. I mean, these are some quality parts right here. Probably some of the best parts that I've printed so far. So let's go ahead and put these onto a helicopter and see how it looks. So the normal screws are 2.5. You are going to need 4 3mm screws. I think they're right around 6 or 8mm long. That's the old landing gear. So you need 4 M3 screws and you need 4 nylon nuts. M3. The easiest way that I found is to just put a screw all the way through it and then just barely get it started by hand, just by holding it like this. As you start screwing it down, it's going to start sinking down in there. Now we have its 2 fully fitted parts ready for assembly. So we just have to get nylon nuts pressed down into this, and then we can put it all together. So I think I'm going to use the same method again, and that is to go ahead and just get a screw and put it through here. Right? Get a nylon nut, and just barely get it started, and then figure out where it's supposed to kind of groove in, and then get it started a little bit. So that's completely tight. That nylon nut is installed. We can take the screw back out. And then we're going to switch to the very next one. You can see that that nylon nut is just sliding further and further down and in there. And now it's just as installed as the other one. Now we can go ahead and install this piece onto the helicopter. It's actually got 2 little notches. These bigger outer holes go on to 2 notches right here, and then the inner holes are for the screws. I'm assuming that the flat part of this goes facing the rear of the heli. There's number 2, and then we'll just do a hand tighten for the last little bit. Now we can install our front pieces here. So we're going to drop a screw down into this hole right here, but we're going to put this piece right onto here. Okay, that's snug. So now we have both of those pieces installed. This time we're going to be using the hole that has the M3 nut that we put in there. Alright, that's one side installed. Alright, that one's installed. And there is some pretty badass 3D printed landing gear for your helicopter. Of course, depending on what materials you use is going to depend on what strength that you get out of these. The PLA that I'm using still seems to be fairly flexible, so I think these are going to last just fine. Alright, if you have any extra questions, just comment below. If I didn't go detailed enough on something, just let me know.